how you doing, everybody? Joe Henry, Lake of the Woods Tourism, and it's fall right now. We're out in the Beltrami Island State Forest, but I'll tell you something. We're looking at ice fishing, and when you're out on Lake of the Woods ice fishing, one of the things, which is a good protocol to do for any ice fishing in Minnesota, where you get two holes, is you want to be able to jig in one hole, but you have a dead stick in the other hole. And the whole concept there is that the active fish will come through and they'll whack your jigging line, or if nothing else, the jigging line will attract them. But then a lot of times, if they're in a neutral mode, you'll see that dead stick, that bobber, go down. If you've ice fished and if you've used a bobber in Minnesota or the Midwest, you probably know this product. This is the Ice Buster Bobber, and they are awesome. And one of the kickers with these is that it's easy to use. It's got that foam on it, so you can pinch it and the ice will come off. And the other thing is, you can actually trim the bobber to perfectly fit your ice jig or your dead stick, so that the walleye or whatever you're fishing for can pull that bobber down with very little resistance. That's huge. So I'm with the founder of the Ice Buster Bobber, and it's Bruce Mosher. And, Bruce, I've used these things for years and years and years. And I mean, they're protocol for me. I keep extra ones in my rod case. I mean, it's just what I use. You invented this product. How did this come about?
I was very frustrated back in like '97. I ice fished a lot. I was a farmer by trade, so I had the winter off. And I was so frustrated. Bobbers freezing to your line. You'd blow on them. You'd suck this. I mean, they all stuck to your line. So I kept tinkering and messing around and come up with a prototype, which is very ugly, but kept messing around until I finally got it right. The foam, the plastic, the long slotted hole, eliminated that little bead with a little hole, and now it's foolproof. I mean, it was fun coming out with it with a brand new toy that nobody had seen. It's different than everything else, and they've caught on. They work really well. But you are right. It is very nice to have a bobber in one hole and be aggressive in the other hole. If they don't like this, they go to the dead stick with the bobber, or if they take that instead of the aggressive, either you're attracting them in, you're still going to catch fish.
Yep, and that's why that dead stick and something like this is key. Now, when we talk about this product, when did you actually come out with this product and put it on the market?
'99 was the first year. I think we made 20,000 bobbers, and now we're up to 300,000 plus a season, and they just keep selling, and more people are catching on.
And I know that, I've seen knockoffs, and there's knockoffs
Yes.
out there, but this is the original. I mean, this is the first one that ever came out.
This is the original.
Yeah.
It's still built perfectly. It took me 3 years to develop this. It is done right, and it's been working.
So this is a Minnesota company. You're from Minnesota, right?
Yes, Beltrami, Minnesota, big town of 95 people. Yeah.
So northwest Minnesota, and you're actually producing them there.
Yes, we manufacture them in Beltrami. I've got 3 ladies working for me and my wife, and it's still a growing business.
Pretty neat deal. And Bruce, I assume you go to the ice shows and sports shows and show off your products. And
Yes.
I know you have some other products too that you're developing. I know one of them you mentioned to me is some kind of a sinker or contraption that you can put on a crankbait and actually jig walleyes or northerners or whatever you want to jig with a crankbait in the winter by putting this weight on there. Is that right?
Yes, on the front treble hook you snap on this crank weight. It slowly sinks it. The correct drop rate's about 1.5 feet a second. And you rip it up, that plastic bill, whips it out to the side, slow falls, whips out to the side, the fish come up, you tease them, you whack them. I mean, it's another concept that really works good. We've got big walleyes and small walleyes on it.
See, I'm excited to try that because I've heard of it, but I've never really tried it. So I think this winter I'm going to play around a little bit. And
it's fun.
Yeah.
We've had lots of fun.
Guys, if you're an ice angler, you got to be getting a little bit edgy. The season's coming. We still got a nice fall ahead of us and stuff, but it's coming. And I'll tell you what, if you get a chance, you probably use these things. I thought it would be interesting for you to meet the founder of this company, since it's such a popular product. But you know what? With that, if you're looking for places to go fishing, you guys, Lake of the Woods obviously is the walleye capital of the world. Don't be afraid to check out our website. We have all of our lodging, all of our guides, everything Lake of the Woods. It's lakeofthewoodsmn.com.
Ice is coming.
It's coming, baby.
There we go.